the Grand Arena is halfway through its life cycle, and I overall am really enjoying it. It makes me really look forward to when this does come back for another round. I'm going to give it probably like a 7 to 7.5 out of 10 so far. I haven't completed the track. I've been playing quite a bit, and I think I've played enough to give myself a very good opinion on my overall feelings about this. And I'd love to know more about everyone else's opinions on this, their feelings, how this has been handled. Like I said, overall, I think it's great. So let's get into what I like, what I dislike, and what I would love to see in the next occurrence of the Grand Arena. So it's always good to start off with the good about game modes. It's very fun. It's very different from what we've had before. Starting with that extra 1 energy, so you have 2 energy on turn 1, it just feels really good. It gets you to jumpstart into games and just have that turn 6 of 7 energy. So much fun. I love it. The 8 champions, very unique champions, because each one is really like a different archetype. It allows people to explore different types of decks and playstyles that they might not have been able to play before, or really took the chance to explore because maybe they didn't have the proper cards to do it. And all the decks are pretty well balanced within each other. There's no deck that is clearly dominating over every other deck, or one deck that is so far behind where it just seems like it's random. There is definitely like 2 best decks. There's definitely like 2 worst decks, but it's not like they're going to be completely uneven. I think overall they're all fairly balanced within each other. On a 10-point scale, maybe the best one is like a 9 out of 10, and the worst one is like a 7 out of 10. So great times. The unique ability cards, I think they're great. I love how the champion and their ability card start off in the same, start off in your opening hand, and together. This makes it so that you have this knowledge of what's going to be in your starting hand, so you can plan your strategy on how to play straight from there. And the synergy with everything is just, it's fantastic. It's really wonderful. I'm looking forward to more champions and more abilities to be made and brought back in another arena. The pre-built deck allows your low collection level players to really compete in this, and I think that is a fantastic way that they've really approached this. I already talked about how good all the decks are. And just having pre-builts for people at very low collection level, because I've been playing on my high collection level account and my low collection level account, which is, I think it's like 237. I have it open in the other screen. And I'm still having a great time. I don't feel at a huge loss while I'm playing at my very low collection level account. And I'm doing that just to see how low collection level players, what their experience is with it. So, a lot of fun. Obtainable rewards. There's no reward in this mode that is completely unobtainable, like the Kid Omega stuff. Kid Omega, you had to spend money to actually get Kid Omega. This one, there is no specific reward you'd need to spend money on to get. And the premium season pass for it, whatever the track, you do have to spend gold in that, but gold, even though it's a currency you can buy with money, you do get that currency throughout the game. And so you free-to-play players, my low collection level account, if I wanted to, I do have enough gold on that account from just playing the game normally and rewards and signing in to actually get that if I wanted to get that. And the daily rotation, the large reward shop is also nice. There's a lot of variety in there, a lot of different things that you can get. I think it's a wonderful shop that they do have, along with this nice daily rotation where it does have 50 gold you can spend to get 10 tickets, which is a very cheap buy-in compared to what was it? High Voltage, where it's 300 gold to get 3 new missions. I think you can keep playing that, but the new missions is just, right, 300 gold, ridiculous. And then whatever the other game mode was, the Sorcerer one, right? That one. Jeez, I can't even remember that. Sanctum Showdown. I think that was a little bit expensive to get. But this was 50 gold for 10 tickets. So if you do end up losing a lot, you can get in for a very, very, very low cost. So what's the bad about this stuff? It's crazy enough, the reward shop is too big. And it's only too big because you only have 2 weeks to grind and play this mode. And there's too many rewards that I personally would like to get that are just really making me pick and choose on a very low amount about what I'm going to be able to do. I decided to get my first reward to try to get the Champion Doom. I got Champion Invisible Woman, which is better than Mr. Fantastic, but for what it is and the cost for it, it shouldn't be that expensive for a random one, personally. Then I'm planning on getting the emoji, the Pedro Pascal one. However, I'm thinking about maybe holding off on that. I don't know. I don't know what 100% of what I'm going to do. But there's just... There's too much to do, and you only have 2 weeks to grind this out. So, thumbs down. Not great, but maybe some of these things will come back in a future Grand Arena. The reward track, there are some really poor rewards in the reward track, including some useless boosters, and Carnage isn't even in there. I will clarify that a little bit later on. 25 tokens and 25 credits, absolutely stupid. Absolutely stupid reward. That should be 50 or 100 tokens and credits. Maybe 50 tokens, 100 credits, but when you're getting all these boosters through the rewards, which I'm very surprised they're not doing like 10 boosters and 15 boosters, they're actually doing like 30, 60, and 90, that you should be getting some more credits through this track. Some of the rewards, they're too expensive. This is a limited time game mode, and if you're trying to get new players to come in, people like buying stuff. It's that serotonin that just kicks in when they're able to just click that button and get some type of reward. Make the rewards easier to get. Increase the honor you get from instead of 10 for a win to 20, instead of 5 for a loss to 10, and then maybe lower some of the rewards by 100 or 200 honor, just so people can get more of what they want, especially the rewards like the borders that are going to be unique to this event, like the fire ones. I want the fire ones, I do, but right now I'm trying to get the Champion Doom. That's like a priority. The versus pool, to clarify on what this means, is when you're doing a pre-built deck, only other pre-built opponents should be going up against you. If you're doing a custom deck, then you don't go against other pre-built decks, you go against other custom decks. That would help keep this whole process more fair for people who have a low collection level and don't have the cards to make a good custom deck. Because when I'm playing with a custom deck and I do go against a pre-built deck, I don't think I've lost a single game with that. Maybe through like a bad draw, I lost maybe one. But typically when it's a pre-built deck, I am winning with my custom deck. And the collection level that I have of the opponents, because I did look at a couple of them, they're like 6,000, 8,000, and my collection level is like 32,000. So way high, and I've been playing them for a much longer time, and it feels unfair, right? What did I mean before by useless boosters? So on my free-to-play account, this is where I kind of noticed it, that I'm like, what happens if I play a deck that I have very little of the cards? And so the Mole Man deck was that deck, and my collection level there is 230 or something. So I'm getting boosters for Mockingbird, I'm getting boosters for Iron Patriot, when I do actually have some of the cards in that deck. Those boosters are going towards cards that I don't own, and I may never own on this. So it feels a little bit like a useless type of reward. That's one section of useless boosters. The other section of useless boosters is on the reward track itself, where you will get Mr. Fantastic, Human Torch, Thing, Invisible Woman, Mole Man, Doom, Herbie, and Mad Thinker. So what do all of these guys have in common, almost, is that these are all the champions that you can choose to play, except for the Mad Thinker. You're getting rewards for the boosters for the worst card this entire season, and Carnage isn't getting anything, and that is a crime. But also when you have a lower collection level, it's very unrealistic to think that, it's going to inspire me to get more Human Torch for like 1 Series 5, 2, I think 3 Series 5 cards and 2 Series 4 cards. It's dumb, and it feels like, you're getting a lot of boosters for absolutely nothing. So I dislike. Thumbs down. What are some good adjustments that this mode can go for next time? Proper matchups. Pre-built decks versus pre-built, customs versus customs. Less expensive rewards. Again, people like to buy stuff. It's a limited time game mode. Make people feel good for playing this mode. Lower the rewards. The cost of the rewards, increase what people get with honor, or how much honor people get, and just make it so people can have a much better time, and you will probably have better player retention from that. Better track rewards. Boosters for cards I don't own is dumb. 25 tokens and credits. You should make it 50 or 100, I think would be much better. And maybe even throw in some gold in there. Not a bad idea to me. I don't think so. Just throw some gold, like 100 gold, or like 200 gold in the mid and at the final, just more. And I didn't put this down there, but like an extension track. So after you reach the top level, and you max out that entire row, it would be great if there was just for every like 200 honor or something you win, you're gonna get like maybe a mystery case of 50 credits, 50 tokens, or maybe even 100 honor, right? Something like that, so that people can keep playing past the max and get some more boosts for it. Finally, this is a Series 7 variant that may come to life. I don't know. She was actually supposed to be at GalaxyCon this past weekend, but the heat index during the outdoor pet cosplay competition was 116 degrees, and she was not going to be out there in the heat to look like this. And besides, it would be very unfair to everyone else, because it's just, when they see her, she was going to win automatically. The only other sad part is Sean Gunn was going to be there, and I don't think he would have come outside to tell her that she's a good dog. But he should have, and he should next time tell my little girl that she's a good dog, because she is. That's it, guys. Let me know your thoughts on this. How are you doing with Grand Arena so far? What would you make better about this mode? Let me know. Comments down below. Like, subscribe. I don't share that enough, but I would really appreciate that. All right, guys. Have a great day. I'll see you guys later.